So funny story. This is going back to 2017 when Donald Trump was a big deal and the tax reform came through in 2017. By the way, this is the taxation with clarification. It is May 31st, 2023. I'm eating Reese's peanut butter cup. But funny story, I had a client who, the guy's from Mexico. He's here working. He, has a successful little business going on. And as serious as can be, he says, in our first meeting, he goes, so this guy, Trump, he goes, I want you to do the same thing for me that this guy's doing, this guy Trump is doing, to not pay taxes. So I kind of smiled and I explained to him that how much money Donald Trump's probably paying CPAs and attorneys to do layers upon layers of tax planning for him. But his mind was in the right spot, right? He knew that there were laws out there that worked in the favor of business owners if you knew what you were doing and if you had the right people doing it for you. And so that's kind of what this channel is about, is helping non-tax people understand the tax law, understand not just tax law, but even the basics of figuring out how to set up their business from the get-go so they're compliant and don't run into issues. But it's a funny story because the guy's thinking, this is small business. He was successful, but he's like, I want you to implement all the things that Trump is doing. I'm like, well, you don't have nearly as much going on as Donald Trump. What we can do, there is tax planning to be done at every level, and there are ways to play within the rule set given you by the Internal Revenue Code. You can play within the rules and fare well or do well with saving proactively on taxes. I can tell you what tax planning is not, though. Tax planning is not just writing off a bunch of expenses. I see that all the time. Getting clients coming from other CPAs, and people are writing off their mortgage, their daughter's wedding, their vacations, just outright, just swiping the card, writing the check, and saying it's a business expense. And happy audit if you get audited doing all that stuff. You may be one of the ones who don't get caught, but that's not what we're about here. We are about finding just educating you on how you should set things up, how you should be compliant and above board, and then using the rules to make the best decisions that one keep you safe first. We want you compliant and safe, and then two, save you some dollars because you work hard for your dollars. I guess now, we're in 2023 now, right? The guy probably doesn't, with all the stuff going on with Trump now, he probably doesn't want to, probably glad he didn't set everything up the way Trump did.